Welcome to Clout 941. I'm your host, Ron Filipkowski. This is Sarasota's only live TV show on Sarasota politics. Tonight's show is going to be all about fun. We are going to have a blast tonight. Tonight's guest is one of my good friends, Dr. Richard Swier, who is a political commentator, and he is the editor of Red County. And what we are going to do is go through each of the 9 major local races and the president. We are going to make our predictions for each race, give you our analysis on each race, and hopefully, and then we're going to, after the election here next week, we're going to see how we did. We'll keep a scorecard on Rich and I. So we've got to jump right into it because we've got a lot to do tonight. And first, let me introduce Dr. Richard Swier. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, Ron, thank you so much, and it's an honor and a privilege to be here. First of all, I want to say, having run for office myself, all of those folks that are running for office, I want to reach out to them and tell them thank you. That's a tough job. It's really a tough job, and whether you win or lose, you will be better for the experience. So I just want to wish them all well. Not all luck, but I want to wish them all well.
Okay, now the next thing is Rich and I are going to be on the radio tomorrow.
We're going to be on Reality Check on WWPR AM radio, 1490 tomorrow from 10 to noon. And we're going to be doing an expansion of this program. We're going to go into some of the races we didn't talk about and expand on some of the races we have talked about. So I think it'll be exciting.
Go in a little more detail, huh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely more detail. We got 2 hours, and it's a great audience, and we hope everybody tunes in. Again, it's WWPR AM 1490, and the show is called Reality Check.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do here is we're not going to tell you who we want to win necessarily, although Rich may do that on a couple of races. I won't. We're going to tell you who we think is going to win and why. Our predictions on who is going to win for each race. Now, this is a local show. We focus on local politics. 9 of our 10 races are going to be local races. However, we are going to throw the presidential race out there first. We'll start with you first. Well, I'll make you predict first who's going to win, Obama or McCain, and why.
Thanks a lot, Ron. I appreciate that. I'm going to go with McCain, and let me explain why. I just saw some very interesting data out of the state of California. They looked at all the people going in and doing the early voting and the absentee ballots in California. And what they found in the state of California, that the difference is 1,000 more Democrats voted early or by absentee in the state of California. That is shocking. I think that the polls that you're seeing right now are absolutely wrong. I think that McCain is within 4, 5, or 6 points. At the end, right now he's about 7.5 points on the Real Clear Politics average. I think if he stays there, he's going to win.
Guess what? I'm going with Barack Obama. I'm predicting a Barack Obama, and here's why. I think Barack and his campaign staff have learned a lot from the Republican campaigns. They've learned a lot from Karl Rove and the way he's done things. They have run an incredibly intelligent, smart campaign. If you go on to different alternative media outlets like different radio stations, you go on rap music stations, you go on alternative rock stations, Barack Obama commercials everywhere. He has reached out to new voters. I believe these new voters are going to show up. I went through the Dunkin' Donuts yesterday, the drive-through. The guy who served me my coffee had a Barack Obama thing on it. I mean, that guy's never worn a political button in his life. The thing is, are these people actually going to show up and vote, these new voters? I think enough of them are going to put them over the top, but hey, I could be wrong.
Hey, I'll owe you a big orange juice, and if I win, you owe me a big orange juice.
Okay. We'll go to that same Dunkin' Donuts and see if the guy's still wearing his button.
We'll shake the guy's hand.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way, that was our fun stuff. Now we got to work, okay?
Absolutely.
First race is U.S. Congress. Of course, the main candidates are Republican incumbent Vern Buchanan and Christine Jennings, but there's also a couple of other people in the race, Jan Schneider and
Don Baldwin.
Don, right. Okay, I'll go first here. Vern, this is an easy one. Vern's going to win big. He's going to win by at least 10 points. Jan Schneider is a huge factor in this race. Jan Schneider is liberal Democrat, supported by a lot of liberal constituency groups. Word I heard on the street was that she was going to endorse Vern Buchanan because she strongly dislikes Christine Jennings early in the race. The Buchanan people said, you know what, you can help us out even more by don't endorse Vern, actually run as an independent and pull some of the liberal voters away from Christine Jennings. I think that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to pull 8% of them away. Vern's going to win big.
I'll go with Vern, but not for the same reason. Vern's a rock-solid congressman. As a freshman, he's done a fantastic job. I go with the record. You know, the politics are nice and all those kinds of substrata. Vern is rock-solid on veterans issues. He's rock-solid on national defense. He's rock-solid on social issues. He's shown he can reach across the aisle. He's voted with Democrats and he's voted against Democrats. He has done some amazing things as a freshman. And I really believe that Vern's going to, I think 10 is a little low. I think he's going to win by more than that, much more than that, actually. That's double high. He never raised his voice, he never raised the issue, and he handled it extremely well. And he's just a gentleman. He's a great congressman, and he's going to continue to be a great congressman. And look forward to perhaps in the future him doing some other things.
Okay. Next race, State Senate. This is a good race. Nancy Dieter, Morgan Bentley. You got to go first here, Rich.
Nancy, I'm going with Nancy. Nancy's my pick. Nancy's rock solid. You know, lots of time in the House of Representatives. Again, a good rock solid record on business issues. A rock-solid record with veterans, a rock-solid record on taxes and taking care of. You know, she's a little weak, a little soft on some of the social issues, but again, she's rock-solid. She showed her strength during the District 13 race in 2006. She came out ahead. You know, she's a wonderful woman. She's going to do a great job. You know, I'm not saying that the other gentleman isn't a great guy and a wonderful person, but Nancy got this one.
You hit the nail on the head. In 2006, I mean, if you combine Tram Hudson and Vern Buchanan, the amount of money that they spent in their races, they outspent Nancy Dieter probably 25 to 1, and Nancy beat both of them in Sarasota County. Then, once again, outspent at least 2 to 1 in her Republican primary against Mike Grant. Trounced Mike Grant, who was a very strong candidate, good candidate.
Oh, absolutely, and Mike's a fantastic gentleman. You know, clearly a great Republican. We love Mike. Red County came out early and endorsed him, but now we're totally behind Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy is just, I've said it before on this show, I believe Nancy Dieter is absolutely invincible in Sarasota County. Now, Morgan Bentley, president of the Sarasota County Bar Association, strong candidate, good, lots of financial backing, well-spoken, attractive candidate. The problem is that he picked the wrong person to run against.
Yep.
I think he probably should have run for state rep against Doug Holder maybe, and he would have had a better shot, but not against Nancy Dieter. Okay, so, we're going to go to our first break. We're going to come back. We're going to take on the sheriff's race.